What's up everyone, Strainer Dell, and this is my Magician Pendulum deck. Now I'm running two Dark Magicians, and the reason I'm running this deck really is to run these Dark Magicians. There should be three, honestly, but I just put a Dark Magician girl for fun. I just really wanted to play her. It's my favorite, or not really my favorite artwork, but I really do like that artwork a lot. My favorite one is the one where she's like standing up holding the staff up. Where she's like going that way. But yeah, these ones for this deck. Running three of the Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragons. Face those down. Let's put it like that. Three Skull Crobat Jokers, the Stratos of the deck, 1800. Not bad. You don't even care if he gets destroyed. You kind of need him in your Pendulum extra deck zone, wherever that is. Such a good card right here. Three Wisdom Eye Magicians, just good. Like, destroy it, add another one, and like I said, if this gets destroyed by battle or whatever card effect, then you don't really care because you bring them both, and then they work for a combo later on. I mean, they can work for so many other things. This whole deck is like so good, combo orientated. Oath Dragon Magicians, just running two of these. One Noble Dragon Magician, and I really don't know if I like this card or not. I mean, it's a cool setup, but this deck runs so fast that I don't really know if bringing out the Synchro or anything like Black Rose, I don't think I need it. I mean, it's here. I don't think I need it, but it's here. It's an option, and options and different plays and variety could work in your favor. Dragon Pulse Magicians, just running two of these. This, discard a Pendulum monster, and then you can pop a monster on the field. Has to be face up, but still pretty good. And still 18 beater. I mean, normal spellcasters are kind of needed in this deck as well. And three of the Dragon Pit Magicians, level 7. A high Pendulum scale, and it's like a mystical, but you have to send a Pendulum monster. I kind of want to fit mysticals in this deck. I just don't know if I should. This is how I have the deck right now. But yeah, Pendulum Call, just a great card, and you have to run three of these. I run three of these, and I mean, it's just so good. You need this card. Two Sky Irises, just again really good. It can get your Odd Eyes. If you pop stuff, it doesn't. It's cool. One Terraforming to thin out the deck and grab one of the two Sky Irises, and if you end up getting one in your hand and you get like the Pendulum Call, you can just ditch the Terraforming, or you can thin out your deck by using the Terraforming, getting the other Sky Iris, then sending the other one for Pendulum Call. Two Wavering Eyes, and this is just so good. This is, I feel like, a staple in Pendulum decks right now. You need these cards. It's, if you destroy, you get all these different effects, and they all stack, so you can activate them in sequence. And if you have a full field, you just get so much pluses. So yeah, just really good, really nothing bad. I mean, is it a really a plus? Yeah, I guess so. It's minus for your opponent, if anything. Summoner's Art, two of these, because I need the Dark Magicians, I need the Dragon Pits. I just need to get my field set up, or my hand set up for my field. So just running two of them. Three felt too much. I kind of need a Dark Magician in the deck to make it work. I mean, unless I take out the Dark Magician girl, but this deck's more for fun. It's competitive fun, but it's still it's something that I built just to have fun with. Two Dark Holes, monster field declaring if I don't want to send a Pendulum monster. One Allure, because I got dark monsters, I got dark things, and sometimes I need to just draw. I might want to do the 7 Sword instead, but I mean, really, I only need one Crobat Joker. So if I draw two, then I'm gonna play one to get like whatever I need, and then I can just send this. I can use the other one. I don't even need it. But anti-magic arrows, and this could be a mystical, honestly. It's cool. It's situational, because if they have a good back row, and then you're summoning stuff, they're gonna have cards to stop those summons, honestly. But I mean, if you can make it to the battle phase and this is in your hand and you have a great field, then just use it. Like, but I might take that off for Mystical, honestly. One Odd Eyes Fusion. Just need the one. If you don't know, you can fusion summon one Dragon type fusion monster from the extra deck using hand or side of the field. But if your opponent controls 2 or more monsters and you don't control any monsters, you can use up to 2 Odd Eyes monsters in your extra deck as fusion materials. And that goes for like the Pendulum ones you send there. That goes for the Pendulum. There's a Pendulum Fusion. There's a Pendulum. Oh no, not Pendulum Fusion. Pendulum Exceed. There's a Fusion. There's a Synchro. So there's things you can use. And notice it's like Dragon type Fusion. It doesn't just have to be Odd Eyes, but you can use the Odd Eyes cards. The Itemize, just splash this in there just to get out stuff. I mean, different plays, like I said, variety is just really good, and it's for fun. I was running 2, but I took 1 out. I didn't need it. 2 Decrees. Honestly, this could also be Mystical, or it could be another anti-magic arrows. But if you go turn 1, and of course you can't attack, you can't OTK or anything like that, then you can just set this and basically stop your opponent from stopping you. Really, that's what it's used for. And then 1 warning and 1 bottomless trap hole. Just monster removal, negation, just stop stuff. And I don't have the greatest extra deck, honestly. I share between all my decks, but the ones that I keep in this deck box when I play for fun are basically these guys right here. I have the Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight, and not Dragon Knight Pokemon, but the Dragon Knight. Amulet Dragon with the Dark Magician, Dark Paladin. Just pretty cool. I mean, it negates spell cards, right? By discarding. You can discard 1 card to negate the extra spell card in the short. So, I mean, it is pretty cool. If I get a Dark Magician out and I can't OTK or I can't do stuff, but I have the Timaeus, then I can go for Dark Paladin or Paladin and maybe stop my opponent from activating spells and stuff. So, it's just an option. The Ebon Illusion Magician is just incredible. It's needed. It's for this deck to work, honestly. So, without this card, the Pendulum, Dark Magicians, you might as well not even run Dark Magicians, but this is the reason why. I mean, you can detach any card to special summon any normal spellcaster monster from your deck. And when a normal spellcaster monster attacks, his effect will activate and you can banish 1 card per turn. So that is just so good. You can get field clearing. I mean, if you have the decrees on the field, if they don't have any back row, if you played anti-magic arrows, whatever, you're not afraid. I'm not afraid. And I just go for the attacks. So I'm going to banish their monster and get a direct attack or 2. And then, of course, he directs attack. And with the Skull Crow Bat and the Wavering, what is it? Wandering Eyes Magician? Wisdom Eye Magician. They're most likely going to get destroyed or used up. And when you pendulum them back, you can use that Gusto Emerald. So when you send a Dark Magician to the graveyard, hopefully you have a Dark Magician under him. A Dark Magician and usually like Odd Eyes. So you send him to the graveyard, you special summon 1 Dark Magician from your deck or hand, and then you have that Gusto Emerald out with whatever, you send it to the graveyard, or you detach 1 to get the one you sent from the graveyard back to the deck. So you're looking at a field usually like this. That's usually how my field ends up like in games, and that's OTK. Like if they have 1 monster, if they have no back row, hopefully that's how it goes. And that itself is 75. And even if they have 1 monster, it's like banish it. So that's the point of this deck, really. It's to get that combo off. And then I just like Gaga Cowboy. He's cool. Steel Swarm, Red Eyes Flare Metal, just a 7. These are the Odd Eyes that came in the starter or the structure deck. Black Rose. Now, I don't keep everything here. I don't have Vortex Dragon. That's something I do need. I would like also that Pendulum Exceed. That would be cool to get. Oops. They're upside down. I have like 101 and Castell in another deck box. But yeah, that's the deck. Thanks for watching. Peace.